Hi everyone. So you will have had a play around with the games that are on the Scratch MIT website, and you will have already have watched the video from previous years to see what the game should look like. Okay, so the main thing that we're going to do today is to think about how we can get this little sprite to move around the stage, which is like the screen, in a random way. And then the year twos are going to use the mouse pointer, we will add a target to it later, to kind of shoot the sprite and change the costume. Okay, so thinking about year 5, we used movement things quite a lot there, so obviously movement, motion, it's this blue little chunks of code here. So alright, let's see what happens. We'll drag in move 10 steps, and we always need a command to tell it to do it. So can you remember where it was? It's changed a bit since last year. And bench, okay, so when that is clicked, move 10 steps, see what it does. Right, okay, so it moves 10 steps. Now that's fine, however, we want it to be moving around like this kind of thing, so the kids will find it difficult, not too difficult, but a little bit trickier to shoot it. So we need to make it move in different directions. So where's that going to be? Is it going to be control? Is it going to be sound or looks? No, definitely not. It's going to be motion again. So let's try turning 15 degrees. Click it in. And trial and error. See what happens. Okay, now that's kind of moving a little bit. So how can I get it to do it all the time throughout the game? Remember that. Let's try a control. Anything there look familiar? Okay, here we go. We've got a loop. Okay, a loop that tells it to do something forever. Now if I pop that in, can you see how it clicks in? There you go, you've got the loop. So now, trial and error, see what's happening. We've changed one thing and we're seeing what happens when we do it. Okay, now that's better, but it's still pretty easy to shoot it. Alright, so we need it maybe to take more than 10 steps. Perhaps that will be a better movement. So we could try 50. And then again, trial and error. Woof! That is better. But I think that is a little bit too fast. I think, imagine a year 2 trying to shoot that with the mouse. So let's start with that. And let's go 30 steps each time. So let's see what that does. Well, that's a bit better. I could possibly do that. However, you think it's very, it's following the same pattern each time. So what we need to do is to make the amount of degrees change. Now, how can we do that? So we're going to have to put something in here that will pick a random number. For example, you know, like when you used these, the Lego, there was the random colour generator thing. We use that, which looks like a dice, but this is obviously different. Let's have a thing. Is it movement? No. How it looks, how it sounds? No. The pen? No. Events? Let's have a look. Maybe sensing? Nope. Operators? What's this one here? Pick random between 1 and 10. So that, but if I pop that in there, it's going to pick, can you see how it goes in? It's going to pick a random number between 1 and 10 each time and keep doing it forever. Move 30 steps, pick a random number. Let's see how that goes. Oh, oof, that's okay, but it's got that same pattern again. In fact, remember when you did the year 5 game with your rainforest? We had this problem with the sprite moving off the board. So I'm going to see if I can solve that problem. Remember, so we don't want it to move off the board. When it gets to the edge of the backdrop, it needs to bounce back off. That sound familiar? Let's have a look. Is it in motion? Here we go. scan down, if on edge, bounce. Now let's see. Oh, that changes it. Okay, well that's going around there, isn't it? That isn't too bad. I think it is too fast though. Now, and it's kind of a similar pattern. What I might do is I might try to do a bigger amount of degrees. So let me try 90 degrees, for example. So basically it could turn between 0, well, between 1 and 90 degrees. What's that like? Woo! I don't think that's any better, do you? Alright, so you've got to have a balance now, trial and error. So which is better? Is it better turning less degrees or more degrees? Let's try the 30 again. Does this look better? That looks a bit better, but it's still too fast. I don't think a year 2 kid could shoot it. So what we've got to do is we've got to tell it to wait a little moment, to pause. Okay, can you remember doing that last year with the year 5 project? It's not how it looks. Is it how it moves? No. Is it events? No. Control. Oh, here we go. What's this one? Wait 1 second. I'm going to pop that in there and see what it does. Trial and error. Okay, that's working, but that's super slow. So what do we do? Well, I suppose we could try and do it bigger steps, or a bigger range between the random numbers. But I think it might be an idea to change that to make it smaller. So let's try 0.5. That's better, isn't it? Can you see it? I'm going to just double check. Yeah, but it's still a bit slow. Shoot, shoot, shoot. That would be easy. Let's try 0.2. And there you go. That might be better. And if it's not, you could try 0.1. Alright. And then you're going to have to play around. Change the number of steps it takes. Change the degrees it can, the range in the degrees it could move in. I'm going to try something different. 118. Well, that's not that good, is it? So that's what you've got to do. You've got to really investigate and just try different things out and see how you go. Okay, so this is one of the trickiest things to do in this project, and it's one of the first things we're going to do. Okay, so have a play around with it. Good luck, and I'm sure you'll be successful. Thank you.